Hey guys, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. We took a longer break than planned, but I am here with Katie and Miri once again.
Hello.
And Shana has interrupted things, and we are going to see what happens. What Shana has to say. Okay. We'll save again just because I'm paranoid. Okay, let's go.
Are you done investigating? You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one that it could be. Ow! Now, come along quietly, Yatagarasu. Kay Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me. I didn't do it. I chased the fake Yatagarasu in here, and he was already... You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be against you.
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime.
Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are. Even your police confirmed that the Yatagarasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yatagarasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yatagarasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else here with the body.
Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yatagarasu.
Exactly. But it isn't just me. She calls herself the Yatagarasu. Oh, look! How many times do I have to tell you? I was only out to capture the fake Yatagarasu.
Omori is a fun JRPG. It's all happiness and sunshine and delightfulness, and nothing is wrong.
Okay.
Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yatagarasu is a Yatagarasu.
Very well. Then I shall prove that Kay is not the Yatagarasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutor of this country are made of.
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yatagarasu that committed murder eluded us.
Of course, I chased after the Yatagarasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making the arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl.
No!
In any case, this is what I believe happened tonight.
The confusion caused by the fire. Are you saying that the Yatagarasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen the person start the fire.
It sounds like we have a phantom in our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom with the way he randomly appears.
He's here, the phantom of the courtroom.
I also like how Gumshoe's just like, I'm wearing a long coat.
Yeah, Gummy's like, sirs? Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is a killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yatagarasu sent a card saying, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activities in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochin for the key.
I see. Her logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Long's secretary. However, that statement just now just didn't sound right. It might just be the opening I need.
She wanted to steal documents regarding smuggling, so she killed Mr. Kochin for the key.
So you're claiming that Kay knew a foreign country's embassy had such documents?
As stated in the calling card, the Yatagarasu was out to steal a dirty secret. Which means the goal tonight was to steal those smuggling activity documents. You have it all wrong! It was a fake that sent the card! Your words are meaningless. If you are truly innocent, then let's see some proof. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth? I'll leave it to you to handle this.
Yes, I'd rather you did. The Yatagarasu's goal, huh?
You can claim she's innocent, but you can't change the facts I've already outlined.
I really don't think that being the first to discover the body makes her the killer by default.
No, but if you saw the self-purported Yatagarasu standing in front of a body, wouldn't you get a little suspicious yourself?
Even so, I'd still listen to what that person had to say before I passed judgment.
Are you talking about yourself in those times you were under suspicion?
Francisca? I think the pain of being falsely accused is something you really should experience. I personally know that feeling really well, sir.
And given my situation, I now know exactly what it's like too. I'm fine with never experiencing it, ever.
As am I, but please watch your words.
Nick in the background like, I know someone who's experienced that a lot.
Are you done with your little group conference?
So Agent Shurna suspects Kay of murder simply because Kay is the Yatagarasu. But if I can prove that the Yatagarasu's goal is not related to murder, then I may be able to begin to reason with her. Agent Shurna, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic.
Oh?
Even if you claim that she is the killer and the Yatagarasu, I am certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Cochin's body. Furthermore, the Yatagarasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents.
Look at your face!
Oh, you forgot about that's right?
I did.
Oh, it's a creepy face.
Oh my god!
By the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked. It's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all.
Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Cochin had the key on him.
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known that fact.
Need? Reason? All of this is simply our conjecture after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. But the fact still remains that Mr. Cochin was stabbed to death.
But you have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
What?
Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her behind bars. The knife wound on the body is consistent with the blade on the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife off the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is part of a special 3-piece set, which has a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter argument.
That is your definitive evidence?
You see now that she's definitely the killer, right?
No, Mr. Edgeworth, you've got to believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear.
And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person.
That's right. I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. But when I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights. Then...
Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl's scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her.
So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon?
I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's prints on it.
But the suspicious person in the black coat who came into the room before me.
You continue to insist there was such a person. But if there was, where did they go?
I don't know. But I know they came in here.
That sounds like a desperate excuse of a suspected killer, not a trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? We can't trust this girl's words, Mr. Edgeworth.
She has a point. Even if Kay's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really didn't.
Kay, don't worry. If you didn't do it, then there must exist a way for me to prove that.
Still not giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument, if you can.
Don't worry, I can and I will. Does this mean that you already have the results back?
We have confirmed that the shape of the Babalese knife blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensic team with your own.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Francisca. She just insulted your acquaintance.
I did hear that.
How thrilled do you think the good doctor would be?
I assume that she would be rather taken with that comment.
Considering she told you to shut up, and succeeded. I was rather impressed. I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit.
If you can prove me wrong, please, by all means, go ahead.
That has been my intention all along. Now, let us return to your testimony. You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes?
I was also on the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw this girl standing there motionless with the knife in her hands.
But I already told you! I only came here because I was after the Yatagarasu! Suspicious person I saw coming into this room! But when I entered, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot, so I turned on the light and then...
You found out that it was the murder weapon at your feet. It's okay, take a breath.
How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect.
The only thing you'll accept as evidence, is it?
That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime.
Edgeworth, do you have any kind of evidence that can prove me innocent?
I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. I ask that you please refrain from speculation.
It's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate.
Ah!
Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now, rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for?
Yes, you are correct. Thank you, Francisca. She definitely let it get to her head.
Helping a subordinate out with advice is a job for any good superior.
She seems to be rather enjoying herself. She is correct, nonetheless. Agent Shona, please continue with your testimony. About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it?
Let's ask Ambassador Paleno for more details, shall we?
The knives are indeed special. They have the butterfly, the symbol of the Republic of Babal, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they are very, very valuable.
The national symbol, huh? Well, the knives are covered in the butterfly design.
Along with the Alabastian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each.
I see.
Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue.
No, I believe there is still room for debate, and I'll thank you not to decide that for me.
I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at the reality the way it is.
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? I'm sorry, that's such a good smash cut.
Super serious moment interrupted by sunglasses.
By Sherna making a fucking joke.
Like,
Putting on
Just
her
totally
dark
deadpanning
sunglasses.
it.
Yep.
girl doesn't know how to do anything else but deadpan.
I know, I was gonna say she has another
You're
mode.
not wrong.
She has another mode besides just monotonously, like, dead inside? What?
I didn't realize she had anything else in her bucket other than Siri.
No, that's
Siri,
Lisa
read me this
Basil.
document.
That's Lisa Basil.
In 500 feet, turn left.
Oh god, it's Lisa Basil and Sherna mixing together. I don't want this.
Oh my god.
Can we get Lisa Basil's GPS voice for like a second?
In 500 feet, please turn left.
Oh my god, you were so good at that. It is eerie. I love how you use that to fuck with people.
I do.
So good.
Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you.
Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different.
Are you two done chatting?
Agent Sherna's proof is the Babalese knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it, sir? If Agent Sherna wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here, then I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But do you have such evidence, sir? Yes, there is one piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. And I believe it is my duty to point that out to Agent Sherna. Yeah, that knife. You mean this knife?
That's not a knife.
This is
That's
a knife.
knife.
So the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth?
What are you getting at?
I'd like for you to take a look at this.
That's a spoon.
So my mind just went off on a tomato soup tangent there. All right. There is blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was, in fact, not the real murder weapon. Again, it's not a stream if I don't fuck up my lines.
It wasn't the real murder weapon.
This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? Yoop. Mentioned something by the tang of the
Sir.
blade.
Sir,
Can
will you
please
unzoop your handle,
knife?
sir?
Will you unzoop your knife, sir?
Will you unzoop your blade, sir?
As you can see, the Babalese knife has now been disassembled in 2 parts. I was like, it said by the tang. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with the butterfly-themed knife. This should clear up any and all suspicions surrounding Kay.
Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. Yeah, Bobbalese, huh?
Definitely what that means.
Oh, totally. What is this mark on here?
It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not yet.
Sure not.
Not really.
You know what this means?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Sure not going off script. Not yet.
not yet.
I'm
Fuck.
sure you're about to tell
Not
me with
really.
extreme prejudice.
Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar.
And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this.
You can't be serious.
It appears that you've made the connection. The flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Babal's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it is undeniably Bobbalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. I keep saying knife by accident, god damn it. Incidentally, when did the murder occur again, Agent Sherna?
After the fire had broken out.
That's right. Kay entered the Bobbalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Ooh, way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! What a great victory! Hey, why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name, but what worries me now is what will happen next. Ah,
What is the meaning of this?
yes, I pulled right and therefore I get yelled at.
An Alabastian knife here?
Do you mean, how did this find its way to the Republic of Babal? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we were standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now, that's a great way for a real great thief operates.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean.
Yes. By the way, what did I say about proclaiming yourself a thief in front of Interpol?
To scream it from the top of every building.
No.
That is what "don't do it" means, right?
No, it's not. it means don't do that. Do the opposite of that.
Do the opposite of don't do it. Got it.
No, Kate! He just casts his eyes to the ceiling, like, just quietly. He's like, is this what you put up with all the time?
Yep.
Really, this same line of logic.
Yep.
With just as much property destruction.
More. There's 2 of them.
Less property destruction, more accusations of murder, believe it or not.
Well, but
Miles Edgeworth, will you stop spacing out?
I'm
and
not
talking to yourself.
I'm not spacing out, Ziska. I am thinking. He just fell into that nickname without even thinking about it. Well, Pearl doesn't cause property damage, really. Oh, she has.
Depends if she has her ball.
She has a ball.
She has a ball.
Oh, she's a little girl. Anyway, now that I'm getting yelled at.
You believed me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Funny joke. Come on, you don't have to be shy about it.
I love how everyone started sputtering at the same time. Like, Miles!
At least have the courtesy to lie to save her feelings, but he won't.
Oh, no, he's just being an asshole. He absolutely believed in her. We saw that from all the dialogue.
Yeah, fair.
Your argument is still not airtight.
Would you care to elaborate?
I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu.
Possibility.
That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yatagarasu. I'm not the fake one that goes around setting fires, okay?
Whether you're the real deal or a fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicion that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that itself is elegant proof.
Miss Shona,
Yes,
I have no intentions of taking back any of what I said.
Ugh.
I am the great thief Yatagarasu. And I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can.
it's not good to be so stubborn. I hope you can understand that.
Thanks a lot for your concern, Miss Shona.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, is that what that is?
Not suspicion.
Let me share something with you too, as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you. So I'll steal them from you next time, okay?
My fucking princess.
Yo!
Oh, I forgot about her just completely putting Sherna on a spit and roasting her.
Hey, Faraday woke up and chose violence.
Oh my god. No, she chose salt. That is killing with kindness in like the best fucking possible way.
Oh, bro, Sherna's not gonna need those shades anymore with the amount of shade that Kay is throwing.
She always chooses violence.
This is also true.
It's crime.
She does.
Fuck me. Oh my god.
Man.
You don't have to be physical to be violent.
Yeah, agreed. Kay just showed us all that. Holy
See me
shit.
in the morning without caffeine.
I have. Oh my god. My emotions.
Yeah, it is.
The amount of shade Kay is throwing will help hide her during her getaway. Fucking tangible smoke screen.
Oh man. Holy shit. Oh, that's such a good moment for Kay though. Like, her standing up and being like, no, this is who I am, and this is what my father, you know, pointed me towards, and I'm not backing down. And I'm like,
Yes.
just let me hold you. Also, ha ha ha, ow, I hurt when it comes to burn. I hurt forever.
The smallest of sad faces.
I hurt.
Well, I guess I better get going.
I am a bad influence on you.
Kay, what do you have there? A knife! No! Hey, who gave her a knife?
Oh, that vine.
That vine is so good. Kay, I am a bad influence on you.
Probably. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabastian knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing the evidence to a halt.
Understood.
Now, get los.
Yes, yes, I'm going.
To adventure.
Back to the neutral area.
Oh, my queen is gone.
Count off. I forgot that they all say number one because Long's like, no, they're all number one.
Yes!
Oh, that's so cute! That's so cute!
Yes!
He's such a good alpha.
Yes.
Long, you're so good to your MIB. We love you.
He takes care of his people. They're
Yes,
his
he
pack.
do. Yeah, they are his pack.
He loved them.
Shifu, 99 callouts. So all 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number one from my right.
Sir, yes, sir.
Here. A birthday present for you.
What? Shifu, I didn't know you knew all our birthdays. What a kind heart you have. Shifu, you're more of a man than we'll ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday.
Longier says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you?
Yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remembered that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I completely forgot about this. Oh. I should probably leave them to their alone time. While that is admirable, it's rather asinine.
Alright, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed.
Sir!
Yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Shuna, and she's already filled me in. It sounds like you're out to get in my way again.
I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy.
And what if I say no?
Agent Long, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended to the same rights.
Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabast has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, about only half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean.
How dare you make such an assumption?
I told you.
This is just how they communicate. There's no malice. Not yet.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast, Miss Von Karma. Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabast are a bit of a mess right now.
What do you mean by a bit of a mess?
No one told you? We had an incident in Alabast as well. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor.
Look, Wolfie, just let us in already.
I know you said Wolfie, but
whips around.
I know you said Wolfie, but it sounds like Woofy. It sounded like you said Woofy. Which is even funnier.
It did.
Wolfie, look furry.
We're gonna bring that back around if you don't stop making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you! I'm working the kinks out of her mod. I've been futzing with this time. Shit. Hang on, let me pull up the transcript again and see who that is.
Is this him himself?
I think this is him himself. I think this is me.
Holy shit!
Almost. I'm like 99% sure.
If you're thinking Santa, then yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Is there a problem here, Agent Long?
Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in.
Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation.
Having a debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in this kind of situation. It's all because I lack the strength to govern well.
Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador.
You weakling carcass! Curse your frailty and ability to affect change in your country!
What are you?
The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under agent law. And it is my judgment in order to minimize disruption in the investigation. I should leave everything up to Agent Long.
There. You see?
Oh, no way!
Yes way.
Wait, but Miri's other character is here.
Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please reconsider letting them into Alabast.
Is this gonna be a bitch fight?
I don't know. One of them seems kind of old to be an actual bitch fight.
You
A
met Miss
political bitch
Oldbag.
fight might be a political bitch fight might be worth watching. Could be entertaining.
I mean,
Might have a point.
that and, you met Miss Oldbag, right?
Kind of reminds me of Santa, by the by.
Okay, so again,
I'm giving this to you on a platter, Danny.
I know. I'm just gonna explain it right now. So whenever I see Carcass, because again, I don't watch other people's playthroughs of games that I intend to play because I don't want to accidentally steal jokes. Because things that I like and that are funny to me just integrate themselves into my head and become jokes that I kind of spit back out, like you do with people that you hang around with a lot. So, especially with this, I do not want to steal any jokes that happen, but Katie sent me this amazing clip of Press Buttons and Talk doing this, and Mankey voiced Carcass, and there's just this amazing clip of him being like, "Ho, ho, ho, I'm Santa. You wouldn't hurt Santa, would you? What will happen
Yes.
to all the little toys for all the good little boys and girls?"
Mankey as Caracas was fucking god tier.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
And then like we were also quoting what's the second case, Turnabout whatever with Rhoda.
Yeah.
Like outside of that, someone did a cute little chibi animatic, and so Katie and I were just
Mads, yeah.
yeah, Katie and I were just like quoting parts of that to each other.
And we had to keep it out of
We had to keep it out of
the
the case, yeah, like because we both agreed. Like the most Katie does is pay homage in the main series with Bagel Cop.
Yeah.
And she only says it once per game.
Yes.
So, and that's just an homage. So, we actively work to try to like keep anything that we have seen out of our jokes because we don't want to fucking steal other people's jokes. Not cool.
Not cool, man.
Not cool, man. So I'm taking like the Diane Duane approach, except, and that's her approach with fan fiction. She doesn't want to accidentally take somebody's idea and then incorporate it into the series and then be like, yeah, this was my idea because it just stuck in her head. So, yeah, our jokes are all of our own except for where we preface it and say, this is so-and-so's joke.
100% grade A Angus jokes.
The Grumps had a hilarious one in the first game about Miles and a Yowie paddle.
Yeah.
Like, please condemn that back to the early aughts where it belongs.
Well, the game was made in the early aughts.
Right where it belongs.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Yeah, they bought a Yowie paddle. Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah, they use it in their they use it in oh god, I forget the name of their live action show. The 10-minute Power Hour. And they have it in like the thumbnails on their YouTube videos.
Truly incredible.
What's that?
My very own secretary has been murdered in the Babalese embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. So I ask for your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babal someday. All right, I get it.
Oh, this is the first time that you're talking to yourself.
Yeah!
Welcome!
I feel like I've earned a streamer merit badge.
You have earned Ace Attorney voice acting badge. You are now officially talking to yourself.
Hell yes.
Don't worry, you'll do a lot of it in Game 6.
That's okay. I'm ready. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway.
All right, you heard that, Mr. Ashworth? We're in.
Not so fast, my little crow girl. You're still a witness in the Babal murder,
What?
so I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babal.
That's so not cool.
Detective Gumshoe, please take good care of Kay for me.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better.
Come on, Gummy. We're gonna go talk about the Jammin' Ninja.
The Jammin' Oh, pal, that was a messy one.
We're gonna do our own investigation with blackjack
And hookers. In fact, forget the investigation.
Forget the investigation. We're just playing cards. Bring on your poker face.
Yeah, pal, the Jammin' Ninja isn't something I like thinking about. Not for his fault. It's just, you know.
He's just like got big old puppy dog eyes at him now.
Look, pal, one of my friends got kidnapped in that whole case, okay?
Tell me about that over a game of cards.
Okay, we can talk about it over a game of cards.
Yes.
Come on, Kay.
I'm stealing all your pocket lint.
We're gonna go play cards.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes?
So, I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is?
Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet.
Franziska von Kama, the prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again.
I love the relationship these two have, by the way. It is like one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I knew it! You're the whip lady! You may address me as Miss von Kama.
She likes children, Kay, but you're no longer a child.
I can still act like one.
Yes, that will get you the whip even faster.
Let's try it.
Kay, it is not a game, trust me. I know how to sidestep it and even I get hit.
Watch me.
Kay, no.
You may
Watch me.
Miss Von Kama, but you won't.
Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation in Alabasta in your hands. Anka, rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu.
The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about them before I head into Alabast. Ah, and I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Peleno for all the mess, for all that he has done for me. Again, it's not a stream unless I fuck up my lines!
Cassie, no. Cassie, stop. Cassie, please.
These flowers are a gift from the Gatewater Imperial Hotel. Yeah, I wanted to check out the guy that was standing by the window over there, as well as go see Lotta, but I didn't realize that picking up the goddamn pamphlet would set everything off.
Good job.
Ugh. It appears that their business has boomed since they became a Steel Samurai sponsor. Oh! Y'all really want to do that? Oh, do you all really want to do that, though? After what happened at your hotel?
I mean, bad publicity is still publicity.
Ah, that's true. And, like, the bellboy was gonna showcase the room that April and Red were in.
Yep.
Oh, man. Yeah, now he's the manager. Looks like the green...
Looks like Polino.
Oh,
is
Polino's
braiding
Franziska's hair. He's putting butterflies in it.
Excellent. Perfect. Good.
They're speaking to each other in a European language.
Yes. Alabastian.
Yes.
Miles is vaguely listening in. Oh my god, blast from the past! These flowers are a gift from Global Studios.
Aww.
They seem to be prospering quite a bit thanks to their constant stream of hit shows. Oh, I miss you, Global. Runabout Samurai has a very special place in my heart. There is a flat panel, a VCR, and a row of Steel Samurai videos on this table. There might be a clue among these. I'd better check the titles of these videos. My, the things I put myself through for the sake of the investigation.
Yes, I'm sure you're suffering so much.
Nerd. He's suffering so much, can't you tell?
Nerd.
You fucking nerd. I love him. Fucking idiot. Stupid piece of shit nerd.
You sound too excited to be mad about this, Miles.
I know. What?
Like in the back of Miles' head, like, don't get too
No.
close to the TV. You're gonna
What?
give yourself glasses in a
No,
couple of
that was Nick. That just said that. Now you
Amazing.
choose to speak up. Now you choose to say something. How long have you been here?
I've still been listening in the entire time.
Really? So you didn't have any input when I was defending my friend from a murder charge? You didn't have anything to say when Francisca brought up my own murder charge? But you can
Look,
comment on the Steel Samurai.
Look, it's tense. I can't see what you're seeing. I can only hear what you're hearing.
You can hear what I'm hearing?
Not really, but figuratively. Just I don't know the entire situation. Leave me alone.
What does that Magatama do? I thought it only showed off those psycho locks.
It's you know what? Until you can say it properly, we're done. We're not talking.
That simply
Text
isn't
you
true.
later.
You cannot resist. I'll just simply go through these Steel Samurai cassettes one by one.
Nerd.
I suppose I'll read the synopsis. Oh, he speaks! I thought you weren't talking.
Your children.
Miles Edgeworth, are you shouting at yourself?
I am not shouting at myself.
Should I call for someone to come and collect you?
I am simply looking at these pamphlets, Francisco.
Have you evaluated?
Francisca, I'm fine. I just didn't get much sleep. I had about 2 hours. Again, if that.
I am keeping a close eye on you, Miles Edgeworth.
I've been a bit spoiled in Germany, getting full night's sleep. After we redid the house.
Of course.
Katie and I have a shared headcanon that they took Monfred's house, told Franzie's older sister that if she wanted anything of Monfred, if she wanted anything of Monfred's, that she had to tell Francie what it was, and Francie would ship it to her within like 10 days. Otherwise, they were getting rid of all of it. Packed up Monfred's cases, shoved them in the attic, just in case, and they redid the entire house and made it their own. And that's where Miles lives. I never quite, like, a lot of people think he has his own place in Germany, and I can understand that viewpoint, but I also just like the idea of Miles being like, I still grew up with my sister here. Like, and they
Gutting the place and reclaiming it for themselves.
Yeah, I like that a lot more than Miles just completely avoiding it.
Jesus.
Edgeworth has a
Edgeworth
secret
has a
samurai room. He could not hide that from Francie. It would not be secret. That's the problem. He has Francisca as his sister. If it were anyone else, he could get away with it.
I want to hear Cassie sing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina.
Aww. Okay, I'm glad you were not hurt, but please refrain from such recklessness, alright? What if you had run into the Yatagarasu? You could have been killed.
Sorry to make you worry about that, or like that.
I'll be more careful from now on.
Good girl. It's good. It's good conduct. Oh my god. It's good to conduct some self-reflection every once in a while. I'm drinking caffeine, for God's sake.
It's funny, you know? When I talked to you, Mr. Edgeworth, It's like I'm talking with my father.
Didn't we already speak about how I'm not having children?
Yeah, but it's just you get that same concern in your voice.
Oh. Well, I have a friend who is in a similar situation, and he thinks of her as a younger sibling.
Ah, that mysterious man, huh?
Detective Gumshoe. As Gumshoe is backing away very quickly.
You're not allowed to lay a finger on Gummy until I take all his pocket link.
Just don't take anything from his girlfriend, otherwise I'm not hearing the end of it.
I'm only after the pocket lint. Why doesn't anyone believe me?
He could have something in the pocket lint.
That's fair.
Just don't take that. What are you going to do with a bunch of pocket lint?
I don't know. It'd just be fun to, win that.
Needle
Something to
felt
win.
it. Needle felt it into a tiny crow, put it on her shoulder. It's her mascot now.
with
It's
her
adorable.
with her lockpicks, pocket sand.
It really is like a pocket sand situation.
Oh, I like the idea of her using her lockpicks to needle felt the
Oh my
pocket lint.
God.
Because I will fucking... Let me look at something on my desk here. I will eat my Oogie Boogie plush if she does not have lockpicks.
Oh, she absolutely does.
Is that so? Do I really seem that old to her? I mean, you are 10 years old.
You're way too young to be my dad, though.
Yes, I agree. I'm only 10 years older than you. My friend's sister is... How much younger than Maya is? What's
She's
the
only
age of...
2 years.
No, between you and Maya. Kay is 2 years... 8. My friend...
No.
But between Nick and...
Seven.
Between
Seven.
Nick and Maya? I thought it's
7.
8.
7.
7?
7.
Okay. 7 or 8. Ace Attorney's weird with their time. Because... Wait. I'm not confusing myself. Hang on. 17. Franzi's 19. That's 2 years.
Yeah.
So, but she's 10 years younger than Miles. So that's 8 years.
No, she's 7 years younger. Whatever. We're not gonna just get hung up on this.
Yeah, sorry, my brain does this. It doesn't help that Ace Attorney has no fucking birthdays. Detective Gumshoe.
Except for like 3 characters.
Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, I'm counting on you to keep Kay safe.
Yes, sir. You just leave everything to me, sir.
And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you.
We'll go investigate into the ball side of things together. Right, Kay?
That's right, Gummy.
All they're missing is the last stooge. Do you want to volunteer? Ah, I'm getting the cold shoulder again. Yeah, we do have case days. You've made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing.
And Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before completing his task. There is no room for further failure in my perfect investigation.
In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct?
It was nothing. simply made some deductions based on the smuggling items I was following.
You mean the Babalese ink? But why are there restrictions on the export of Babalese ink to begin with?
That's classified Interpol info.
Francisca, as your subordinate, I'm a part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you?
Careful with your tone, and point taken.
I apologize. Again, it's the sleep.
Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhongfa.
Counterfeit bills?
Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with Babal's special Babalese ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with the Babalese ink from real ones. Thus, it is only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic of Babal.
That's where this document comes into play, correct?
Correct. Mr. Cochin was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem.
Let me guess. You still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink.
Yes. And while we're listing things, I might as well add that the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babalese embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden. Mark my words, I will find them.
Ambassador Paleno, I am in your debt.
No, it's nothing. Because it's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice.
I will, Ambassador, on my honor.
Oh, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly.
No, that's quite all right.
Oh, well, how about this then?
And what exactly is it?
It's fountain pen ink. Known as Babalese ink, it's made exclusively in Babal.
So this is Babalese ink.
We make it from witch crystal oil, which is mined throughout our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer.
How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I would gladly accept your gracious gift. I'd like one of those. Jesus, you kidding me?
I know.
Bruh.
Great, wonderful! I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation.
Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. Sorry, that's just especially funny to me now.
It's like Swindle or any other super sketchy, shady salesman type character, except he's also not.
Oh, I just meant the joke.
Oh, fair.
Considering that's cornering the market has come up a lot in my work terms, like Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Not in like a bad way, it's just, you know, business talk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm like Steve Rogers. I understand that reference. Well, shall we get going? What's wrong, Kay?
I didn't get permission to enter Alabast. So we're going to gather info what we can on the
Bubbly side, okay?
All right, I'm counting on you two.
Right. And I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues in Alabasta. Oh, and Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush on over straight away no matter where you are.
Okay, you don't have any sort of... We have phones, but it's not like... That takes time. It's not like there's a magic rock that lets you magically speak to someone inside your own mind.
That would be really useful.
You would think. Are
there
there?
rocks like that?
No, there's not.
Huh. I'm gonna look into that just to be sure.
That was a suspiciously specific thing to bring up and then immediately deny.
Nick's just like making faces at his wall, like, me. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah, me. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I'm so smart. Me.
You shut up.
You shut up.
Oh, Katie, you know exactly what that reminded me of. You have to do it.
My name's Barnaby, not Bunny.
I'm sorry, there's this moment in Tiger and Bunny in season 1 that's so iconic because Barnaby's helmet looks like it gives him bunny ears. And so Kotetsu calls him Bunny-chan and Barnaby fucking hates it. And even later he's like, knock it off. Like every once in a while he's like, Kotetsu, please shut up.
Now is not the time. Shut up.
Yeah. And like, so the first time he does it, he's like, my name isn't Bunny, it's Barnaby. And Kotetsu makes little flapping bunny ears with his hands. And he's just like, and he literally does it in that voice. He's like, my name isn't Bunny, it's Barnaby. It's one of my favorite fucking moments because Barnaby's 25 years old. Kotetsu's in his 30s.
He's like 23 or 24 at that time.
Kotetsu? I'm talking about Kotetsu.
Barnaby is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Barnaby's like 23 or 24, but Kotetsu's in his 30s.
Yeah.
This is a grown-ass man with a wife and a child. And he's pulling this shit. We can't send gifts in the stream room chat.
Later.
I'll put it in stream stuff because it's in my favorites. It shows up again in one of the movies, and that's that from the movie. That's exactly what he does.
Oh.
And Katie said it in the exact right tone that it set off my my Bunny-chan thing. Fuck.
Truly incredible.
It is actually legitimately incredible.
My name is Edgeworth, me.
I'll let you know when the time comes. Will you be quiet?
You be quiet.
If I'm with Francisca. Oh no. Oh no, I know what we're running into here and I'm so fucking excited.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh!
What do you think you're doing to my subordinate?
You're...
There's the music!
I should have hit him harder.
Edgy! Oh, thank the heavens you're here! I'm in a really, really big pickle, your lordship! The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh! And though I am the steel samurai, my sword, I'm so confused, I don't know what anything means anymore!
Did you ever know what anything meant to begin with?
Oh.
Oh, there's a first cake.
Your future boyfriend, according to him.
as the three Von Butts shippers cackle madly.
Yep.
I am Larry of the House of Butts, married man of New Old Tokyo, milady. Oh, Larry. Milady didn't age well, honey.
No. Or did it age incredibly well, all things considered, given Larry?
No, Larry is not a nice guy.
Okay, that's fair.
Now I remember. Diese Leute ist einer freundlich. Ice, Myers.
Yeah. Yeah, frighteningly enough, he is. Hey, what's up with that answer? And why are you speaking in a language I can't understand? Makes me feel really left out, Edgy.
It's German.
Okay, but I still can't understand it, Francie.
Do not call me Francie.
You didn't mind before. Ugh, I'm getting a headache already.
Oh, good luck.
Don't meet your heroes, Miles.
When something smells.
It's usually the butts. Good luck.
You are staying here for me with this. Your best bud is in a bind and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? And I'm not sure, you're not my best friend. The suspect kind! I accidentally became a suspect in a murder! I see. That is quite the bind.
Well, that we're not that we are the least bit surprised.
No, not at all. Massive Lutess energy coming from that. Like, quite. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy! If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by 1, and then you're just left with Nick.
Hey,
Although maybe you want to be left with Nick.
Larry,
What do you mean by that?
don't egg him on.
Edgy?
Don't antagonize him. Don't. No.
Oh, wait. Francie, does he not know?
We still have not had that discussion. He is not ready for it quite yet.
Really?
We shall have it soon, though.
Francie.
I think it is about time that he does have the homosexual discussion.
The what? All right now. All of you need to stop speculating about. No. This is. No. This is being tabled forever.
So you think?
So I know.
Of course. Natürlich.
Francisca. Okay, no, but like, when are you gonna let him know about Nick?
What about Nick?
Nick's super into him.
What?
Why do you think he became a defense attorney?
Oh my god.
Yeah. It wasn't just
Just
a...
Edgeworth.
What? What are you even whispering about over there? What?
You are as dense as they come.
Both
What?
of them just staring at him.
I don't understand. What is going on? Why are you both staring at me? It's rather disconcerting.
We shall have this conversation soon.
No, what did they just say? What did he say to her? Right.
I have no idea.
Right, you know something. What did he just say to her?
I Plead the fifth. I definitely plead the fifth in this case.
Headache increasing. That was
You're in an embassy, right? He can call for diplomatic immunity. Anyway.
Yeah. That was uncalled for. Besides your... Wait. Hold on. Larry! It was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph?
Oh, you didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece.
What is going on, and why are you betrayed?
Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now?
Sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play?
No, please, by all means, interrupt.
Yes, please, dude, whoever you are.
This is Agent Long. He's Interpol, and he's been a pain in my ass.
Well, your gritted teeth suggest that I should actually pick up a wall and watch the show some more.
So this is the incident you mentioned earlier.
Mr. Prosecutor, this man, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect.
I'm glad he could broadcast that for the entire world to hear. Yes, that's just how he is.
What, you ask?
Likely murder.
Yes, of the murder of the man who had snuck into this embassy. Mask to Mask the Second.
Wait, the second?
This is the part where I immediately lost my shit because I was like,
Yeah, I know. You were like, what?
my baby!
What? The second? We've already just
Not to
covered
be
this.
confused with Lupin the Third.
I got that reference.
Your client wasn't portly, if I recall. He was thin.
Yeah, he's a twig.
Okay, it... I heard something way different.
So did I!
Good. I had to correct myself in my mind before I said it.
Poor Ron! Desi in the background like, it's not wrong.
They're not wrong.
Bisexual disaster, Ron Delight.
But he's just so cute.
Well, this isn't your client then, your former client. It's another impersonator.
Oh, goody.
Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. But no matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove that Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Shifu, we've identified the victim.
Good work. I'll take that report now.
Agent Long, would you mind if I took a peek at it as well?
What did I tell you earlier, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh in here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. So no, you may not take a peek.
But Agent Long... Hang on. I'm opening up my cream savers. I don't care if you can't hear me roll them around. When I speak, it adds to the lollipop effect.
Agent Long, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look?
I haven't done my bad voice in like 3 days, and I'm already afraid I've lost it.
Yes, of course. You, let the detectives see the file.
You're Detective Bad.
You're the prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth, right?
Fancy meeting you here, Detective.
You weren't expecting me? Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after the Yatagarasu. Non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found.
What an incredible dedication to the case. Yeah, just the case.
Definitely just the case, and nothing
Definitely.
else.
Just,
No, nothing else.
I hurt.
Detective Bad knows the Yatagarasu's MO very well. And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor?
My only goal is to arrest the Yatagarasu. If he can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share info with him.
I am in your debt, Detective Bad.
Also, Long. My former
Yes.
partner was a prosecutor. We detectives are paired up with them. He died searching for the Yatagarasu too.
He sounds like a rare type then. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. He was.
Sorry to interrupt. About the murder of Damask II, or the second, excuse me. Would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? Miles is like suddenly like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Damask Nisei.
When the Yatagarasu showed up, Agent Long and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, Damask II, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another.
And I suppose he lost his life when he was forced to fight someone else in this room. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to check out the guy by the window is because that's who Damask II is.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, oh, does he have any hinty dialogue? I'm not saying a spoiler here. We're gonna find this out, so.
But you missed it.
What?
But
Oh,
you
I missed it. I didn't think picking up a pamphlet would send the world into chaos.
Neither did Miles.
Oh my god, I like.
Butterfly effect.
Thank you, Chris from Until Dawn. Boom, butterfly effect. I have to replay Until Dawn, and I have to play the quarry.
Poleno, did someone say butterflies?
Poleno, no, stay out of this. Please, sir, no.
Well, I just wanted to share some information about the incredible species that you can see in our beautiful wild.
He just like gets closer and closer and closer, and there's no door in sight. You fucked up. The only one is behind him.
Baldi's Basics, except it's Poleno talking about.
Oh my god.
Really
All right. As someone who unironically enjoys Baldi's Basics for what it went for as a Game Jam game, that is fantastic.
Excellent. Good. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, I don't hate it. Like, pretty much 90% of the internet does.
Excellent.
Fucking niche marketing, my edutainment games, my Jumpstart.
And making
yeah.
them sinister? Please. Also, it was a Game Jam game that blew up. It's not like it's into NFT shit like Poppy's Playtime is. Why exactly was that man placed under arrest, detective? That samurai. He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reasons you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless.
As he keeps inching closer to Franzi.
Yeah. Franzi? I'll be safe over here from that man, won't I?
Highly unlikely.
You wouldn't let him hurt me, Franzi.
Franzi
Franzi,
Depends on the mood I am in.
Franzi, the werewolf is scary.
Werewolf.
Yeah, your Chinese speaking buddy.
My partner?
Your what?
Oh god, we are not having this conversation right now, Larry.
Your partner?
Long in the background, like, what karma? Who's this beta?
Long in the background, like what? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Long in the background, like, Von Karma, who is this beta?
Do not encourage him to cry more.
Look, man. Franzi's really something special. You just treat her right, okay?
Oh my god.
You don't need to treat her anything. She can take care of herself.
You don't know the way to a girl's heart. Little's is long. Little's is long. No, he's actually dated fucking supermodels. Like,
Yeah.
no, I mean, literally, no one would guess it looking at Larry, but like, damn.
Yep. He's got some kind of game. It's probably on the fucking... what the fuck was it called? Wonder Swan? I had a good joke and then I killed it.
The Wonder Swan was like an old ass handheld system.
Yes. He's got some kind of game. It was probably on the Wonder Swan, but it's game.
Well, there was a what was the art for, Katie? That had Nick, Larry, and Miles. It was for something. It was a cross promo for something.
The visual novel. The mobile visual novel.
Yes, okay, that's what it was. And Larry be looking fucking fine.
He does.
And Katie and I surmised that that is how Larry actually looks. But because this is Nick and Miles, and the only time we ever see Larry is through the lens of Nick and Miles, this is how they see him because they're dudes and this is their best friend and they know he's a fucking dope. But like...
That's adorable.
But like how he looks in the, you can drop it in chat if you have the link up.
I have to look it up again.
Okay, don't worry about it then. I thought you were like already, you know, doing your Google magic.
I am.
Okay. If you get it, drop it in chat because he looks great. And like, so how he looks to everyone else before he opens his big dumb mouth, sweet Larry Butts, is like actually pretty fucking fine. Like he's actually very aesthetically pleasing. He's a good looking dude. To Nick and Miles, he looks like a fucking idiot. Because they've just known him since childhood.
Childhood friend and occasional fuck up, Larry Butts.
Childhood friend and numerous fuck up Larry Butts. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here at the Alabastian Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatagarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatagarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at that time. And where was he? He was on the roof, with one of his legs down a chimney. I completely forgot that Larry was actually doing that. Oh my god, Larry.
Sir!
You sweet idiot boy.
What could possibly have possessed you?
Probably a girl.
I found it.
Okay, good. Drop it in chat. He looks real good.
You can just see him in the background, but let me see if I can find a better. Nope, that's the only one.
Larry either has 180 IQ or 0, no in between. Yeah, actually, it's true.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, doesn't he look amazing? Yeah, so Katie and I are like, oh, that's how he pretty much, like, actually looks. But just, you know, to Nick and Miles, Larry just looks like this giant fucking idiot doofus. Because, I mean, once you know somebody that long...
Yeah.
That chimney leads directly into this room.
Ugh!
Larry Butts, you've really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. I'll just get this over with. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about.
Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you, too.
What is it?
It's like, both you and him... How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? And Franzi, what about that promise you made to me?
Promise? What promise?
The one where you said you would model for my next book, Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Ow!
I made no such promise
Ever since
that we are to speak of.
Oh, it's on the down low. Shit, I'm sorry.
Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells...
Usually the butts, and I don't know if you actually caught that, Edgeworth.
I did, and I'm very alarmed, and I'm choosing to compartmentalize things because I can only handle so much on so little sleep. I now have 2 murders to solve. And Larry to wrangle. There's only one person who could possibly make this worse. And thank God that won't be happening. Do you think I would say her name? Are you kidding me?
Nope. Don't say her name. Especially don't say it 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it's like what?
Oh. We'll watch the movie one day.
Oh, all right. Well, no, I would never say her name. Did you know she has a restraining order from the prosecutor's office?
That's amazing.
Yes, who do you think put it in place?
That's even more amazing.
She still sends flowers and a card every month.
My condolences.
One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. As I recall, Larry... He just butts into the conversation. Aren't you calling yourself Larice Dunim now?
Stone him! Larice, stone him! Get that straight in your head, Edgy! Ow! It hurts so good!
Now I remember, you are the rude, pale imitation of a real artist.
No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Larice business. Besides, when Bangelina? Larry.
Oh my god.
Larry. Oh. Besides, when Bangelina left me and my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could through this Steel Samurai outfit.
2 women in 1 month. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet.
That's about his record, yes.
Chad says he's just
He's making up names now.
He just wants to sound impressive.
No, he probably did have 2 women, let's be real.
Yeah, he just can't
Yes.
fucking remember the first ones, and he's like, Bangelina, that's a name, right? I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you'd know what I meant, Eddie.
Oh god.
Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. How fickle he is. He was very serious about that artist thing. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey! Don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing has happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Gee, how can you be so mean, stabbing me with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. What the hell are you on, man?
Fuck.
Oh, did I get you both?
Yes!
Yay! Vengeance! Vengeance!
Christ.
Oh, good. Okay, I get it. Just stop Francie from whipping me from behind without my consent.
Christ on a crutch. We've reached body hour, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlethems. Oh, isn't here, so I can't make a skate reference. Anyway.
I love Francie's just like grumbles in the background, by the way, Katie. Just like 2 women. This? Like, I'm feeling things. I don't know what I'm feeling, but they're things and I don't like them.
I do not like these feelings.
Are they unnecessary feelings?
They are ones that I believe could be drowned with alcohol.
Damn, Francie. Francie, that's not your route to take, honey.
Unfortunately, I am only 19. And this is not Canada.
Yeah, that's true. She's only 19. She can't drink in Japanifornia.
Francie in the background, like, as soon as I get home, I'm ordering whipped cream vodka neat.
So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you would tell me exactly what you did, Larry. Nope, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more! More of that would be good.
Larry Donim.
It has a nicer ring when you say it.
You will speak when spoken to.
Yes, ma'am. You called her a fucking dominatrix, dude. You weren't wrong.
Shut up!
That is exactly why you're cackling. I hope Kazi is losing her mind in the next room.
So, confess now.
Okay. Well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero?
Legendary.
Hero. Santa Claus.
Santa
Claus. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got there, there was smoke pouring out of the chimney.
I'm pleased to report, Cassie says, I'm barely holding it together.
And... well, I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? I'm not the first one to break this to you.
Oh, I tried to.
I mean, Nick tried before, and then you did later in grade school. You're a real asshole, man. I'm not dignifying that with a response. Of course I know! I did graduate from junior high, you know! Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud! That's exactly what you said back then, too. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. I want to go home. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? You are a grown man. Miles just can't. He can't. We've seen it before. He can't handle Larry. It takes a special kind of person, and Nick is that person.
But Nick is not here. Good
No.
fucking luck.
The only reason Nick is somewhat here is because of a magic rock.
And the joke that has gone too far, but we're still taking it.
Too far. It has now become our fucking stream lore. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like the Badgers. It's like the Badger origin story. This is just now stream lore.
If you need a drink, you can come over after this.
I just might. Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit.
Just use the Ides of March on it. Like,
Yeah, he did. Remember,
so delighted.
he has two switches. Ancient Victorian, which, or ancient Victorian, but you know what I mean. Like, super polite Victorian gentleman, which fanfics seem to have him speaking all the time. And
Nerd.
And nerd, slash the only slang he knows. No! Hey, wait a sec! We're not in court! I have to. Look at it! Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. Nope, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Francie.
Oh, in that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for eternity.
That sounds kind of fun. Whippity whip trip! Oh, might have killed our third voice actress. Miri, please breathe. Are you crying?
This is my first time being in here in person when Larry, and I can't.
Oh, I'm sad to say I cannot do the Shaggy voice like I wanted to the whole ass time. I could only do it in the very beginning. But you know what? I think what I've adapted into my Larry voice works. The plan was to have him sound like Shaggy all the time. And that is a fucking honor.
No, we got this, and it's fantastic.
Oh, your wife fucking calling you out? Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Please continue. There was the exact same statue sitting in that Babali's office we examined.
It's the Primedu statue, and it is the national treasure of the Principality of Canopia. There is only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Abelize and Babal claim to have the real thing.
What an incredibly childish fight to have. Oh, we get to inspect this one. This reminds me of a puzzle. It's a Primedu statue. There was one of these on the Babalize side as well.
I heard it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Canopia. There was only one of these statues. Meaning that one of the two is a replica. Miles Edgeworth, do you get a sense of deja vu?
Yes, quite frequently.
I think this is the first time we've actually got
Yes!
that all game. I'm
It
so
is!
delighted.
It is!
Yep.
It is, but we needed it to happen naturally. We agreed we weren't gonna force it.
Bless. I'm
Oh my
so
god.
happy.
Things are tying themselves together. I'm so happy. Oh god. Katie, this might be the best stream idea we've ever had. We're gonna be doing this for like another year and a half, but like, this might be the best fucking idea we've ever had.
I, for one, am perfectly delighted with our Ace Attorney overlords.
Oh my god. Me. Man, it'd be fun to go through the Ace Attorney series. Also me. Let's do all 10 games.
B, send you a voice clip of me being Dahlia.
Yeah, me. We're doing it! No, I'm not doing Danganronpa. I made my feelings on Danganronpa known in the intro video I did, which is on YouTube. Which is, it's not bad, but Ace Attorney is super better. Members of my chat haven't played Layton, so I'm not gonna spoil that for them. But Layton has been on the table. It depends on what I feel like as my next project, because my undertaking in 2021 was Final Fantasy 15.
No, that was 20.
Yeah, well, it was Final Fantasy 15 and then Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Because the Legendary Edition came out and I was like, I must share Lyle with the world! Ghost Trick, no, because another member of chat needs to play it. And
I was gonna say, you did say it was on the table just for a later time.
yes, for a much later time, because it is very emotional. I also need a way to play it. I have a list of games. So it just depends on which big series. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about getting through all 10 games of Ace Attorney.
But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing and won't budge on their claim.
What an incredibly childish fight to have. Yes, Francisca, I am getting a sense of deja vu.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, there's quite a few things to talk to her about.
I've only just arrived in the room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more.
Yes, I agree.
Our priority should be on understanding what the current situation is.
Of course. I was planning to do that from the very beginning.
In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already.
I will, so let's get started. In order to find out the truth behind what happened here, I should start by gathering as much information as I can.
Mask de Mask. I see that yet another weirdo has popped out of my absence.
Yes, and as I understand it, he was a brilliant thief whom the world was his oyster. He stole extremely valuable objects one after another for a while. Detective Gumshoe was in charge of the case, and not once did he catch Damask.
I have already researched that. Researched all that you know.
Last year, when Damask gave himself up and was finally arrested, he was apparently represented by...
That man.
Oh my god. We did the Portal 2 thing where we did it at the same time. I hope it comes back that way in the recording.
It did on my side, so hopefully it does. Francisco, like, yes, that man, I know. Phoenix in the distance, his ears perking up.
Oh, Nick's listening in.
But yes.
Knowing him, I'm almost curious to how insane that trial turned out to be. Never mind, I read the whole thing.
Indeed.
But why would anyone want to kill Damask? I should really find out some more about the victim.
What exactly is that hideous fashion faux pas of a costume he's wearing supposed to be?
I love how these two grew up together. I pointed out in the last case, Francisca has never known a life without her older brother. She has not. She was 2 years old when Miles was brought to the Von Karma household. In all that time, Miles has managed to keep his love of Steel Samurai from his little sister.
Yep. That's assuming that Steel Samurai was around when he was a kid, because he could have found it like as an adult and been like, "This is my shit." Which is honestly, personally,
I was gonna say, which is honestly more likely.
Oh, absolutely, because it wasn't around when he was a kid, canonically, because it was a newer quote-unquote series when Nick took on Will's case.
Yeah.
It had been around for maybe like a season, I think, was like the implication. There's no like canonical Steel Samurai timeline.
Yeah, they were talking about like episode 13, but we don't know if that was like episode 13 of season 2 or what.
Right, but it's still implied to be relatively new because Old Bag had said it was bringing Global Studios out of its funk.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, it definitely happened when Miles was an adult, but like Franzi still knows how to sniff out all of Miles's fucking like secrets.
Fair.
So I am just very surprised with how fucking obvious he is, and the fact that she likely stayed in his fucking apartment, like when she was in the country the first time in JFA. She just let her fucking ass in and was like, "This is mine now."
Yeah.
That's Katie's theory as to how she was absolutely certain he wasn't dead. The apartment was still in his name. I mean, that would be the thing to investigate. Is the apartment still in his name? If so, he's still paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
If he's still paying for it, he's alive. And I was like, that's a good fucking point. That is a very Francisca thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The
I like
perfect.
that.
Yeah, I like that too. It's the perfect investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Katie told me that after JFA, and I was like, oh, you brilliant bitch. So, yeah, he absolutely has Steel Samurai memorabilia in his fucking apartment, because he doesn't give a shit. It's his apartment. Nobody goes in there.
I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Perhaps in somewhere I stayed, but there's something different about it than what I remember.
Oh yeah, Franzi's visited his office too. That costume is from the very first Steel Samurai. It's a live-action superhero show on television beloved by children and adults alike.
The Steel Samurai's weapon is the Samurai Spear, and it is with the Samurai Spear that he performs his special attacks, which enthrall all who watch them in action.
You seem to know quite a bit.
Not at all. And in any case, Francisca, I believe that the samurai you are familiar with, shut up, right? You are familiar with is the second one, the Nickel Samurai, which was a part of that case last year. Do you recall that case?
Yes, I remember. Although I'd much rather it stay buried in the depths of my mind.
Not that I blame her. She was shot during the course of that trial. I fear she may still be suffering great trauma over the shooting. At least she was smart enough to get the goddamn bullet taken out.
As she's holding that shoulder right now.
Yeah, I love the parallels. Oh, go ahead.
Anyway, that aside.
The parallels between her and Manfred are incredible. They do it so right. Because it should disgust you seeing Manfred's mannerisms transposed onto Francisca, but it's instead endearing with her. Because she's an endearing character. Drag's handstone face.
It looks like the Steel Samurai is the suspect this time.
Yes, although that's because of who is inside the costume rather than the character. That's right. If he is the Steel Samurai.
Miles Edgeworth, have you been in shock over something this whole time?
No, I'm not in shock over anything. I wanted to forget that I had received the Steel Samurai autograph from Larry. But the autograph, the drawing of the samurai spear, the caricature of his face. Why did he waste so much time on the most useless parts of the autograph? Hey, Edgy, did you say something? No, I didn't say anything.
Go back to your corner.
Don't talk to me.
Touch defensive there, Miles.
Francisca, please not in front of Larry. Do not give him any ammunition.
I do not want to listen to his whining right now, so I shall cease.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It is time, though. So, for those in stream, hang around because we're going to talk about what's coming up on stream. But for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it very, very much. And we will see you guys in the next one. So if you're binging this playlist, continue on. But as for now, this has been Danny, Katie, and Miri.
Have a good night.
There we go. I was gonna say, guys, that's your cue. And yeah, like Katie said, have a good night.